mannamapi Vishwachiputram atra surupam Rupam tasyakracha mui puri maturingo svatim Radha kunda girivaram ahoradika marvasam prapto yasi pratita kripaya Sri Guru Tam Manatos Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah Ananda Leela Vaya Vigrahaya Himabhadivyaschari Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Bhakti-vina Aparadha-lakshmi Smaraha Murali Manara Radhikar Sikhamama Pipanidhi Supriyacharna Kinkarinku Tvaivasmi Najivami Tayavana Jivikyaya Devi Tam Nayamam Charantikam. First of all, I offer my Sastanga Dandavat Puspanjali, my heart like flowers thousands and thousands of times, at the lotus feet of my holy master, my supremely worshipable spiritual Gurudev, Asvadiya Paramarardharama Guru Pada Padma, Nitya Leela Parvishta Om Vishnu Par Ashtotara Satasri Rupanugacharya Varya Sila Bhakti-vedanta Narayana Goswami. Secondly, I offer my pranam thousands and thousands of times at the lotus feet of my Param Gurudev, to Srila Prabhupada, and to all of our Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Parampara. And finally, I offer my pranam to all of my dear brothers and sisters, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, by the causeless mercy of Sri Guru and Gauranga, today the rare and precious opportunity has come to us to observe so many important festivals. Festival means a Maha-Utsava, great festival that gives us utsaha, enthusiasm, that invigorates us in our spiritual practice. So today is the Chaitra Purnima, the full moon day in the month of Chaitra. Today is the appearance day of Sri Syamananda Pandit, and I believe the disappearance day of Bhasibharanananda. Today is also the day of the Balarama Rasa Yatra, the day that Lord Balarama performed his Rasa Lila in Brajmandal, in the north of Brajmandal, in Ramghat. And today is also the disappearance day of Aristasura. And especially today is the appearance day of Radhakund. So we'll discuss that subject in the evening. So today is also my actual paramartic birthday, spiritual birthday. Because on this day, the appearance day of Radhakund, in Sevakunj, in Vrindavan, my Guru Pada Padma very mercifully gave me Diksha on this day. So, Ishwarera Janmatiti Jehino Pavitra. Say Mata Vaishnavera Titira Charitra. Srila Vrindavandas Thakur here said that just as the appearance day of Ishwar, the Supreme Lord, is glorious, it is pavitra, it is a pure titi, it's a pure spiritual moment. So, say Mata Vaishnavera Titira Charitra, the appearance and disappearance days of Vaishnavas are the same, not less. So don't think that Janmashtami is a very big festival day and Gaur-Panima is a very big festival day, but the appearance of Syamananda Pandit or any Vaishnava, this is something less. It is not less. So important. In fact, it becomes an aparad if we don't observe the appearance and disappearance days of great Vaishnavas and great Acharyas. We miss the opportunity to get their mercy, but it also becomes something negative, some offense is committed if we don't respect them. So, first of all, as you know, in the month of Falgun, the Trayodasi day, before Shiva Chaturdasi, Akrura took Krishna and Balarama from Nandagaon to Mathura. Very fateful day. And all the Brajvasis, they were thrown into the ocean of separation from Sri Krishna. Always weeping, day and night, especially Braja Gopis. They became mad. They didn't return to their homes. They were wandering in the forest on the side of the road that goes to Mathura, and on this side is that area, Kadambakandi. Now that place is known as Udavkeri. There is Vishakakund is there. Now it's known as Udavkeri because that is the place where Krishna, after he sent Uddhav to go to Braj, Gatsuddhava Brajam Somya Pritrana Pritim Avaha Gopinam Matviyogadim Matsandesha Vimochaya. He took the hand of Uddhav and said, Gatcha, go to Braj and give some consolation to our parents, Nanda and Yashoda. Gopinam Matviyogadim Matsandesha Vimochaya. Don't try to console the Braja Gopis. Use your intelligence, use your tact, use your empathy and your sympathy to say something, to pacify Nanda and Yashoda. But don't do that with Braja Gopis because their love is such you cannot understand. So Mat Sandesha Vimocha, I'm giving you some messages. You should just repeat that. So Uddho Suddho Ho Gayo Braja Gopin ke bo Jnana Bajai Dug Dugi Bhaja Prema Ka Do. In Braj Bhasha is very sweet. Uddho Suddho Ho Gayo. It is said when Uddhav came to Braja, that Uddho became Suddho. He became purified. Purified of what? He was thinking, I am Krishna's very nearest and dearest associate in Mathura. But when he came to Braja, then he realized, I am nowhere. When he saw the prema of Braja Gopis, or to speak of the prema of Srimati Radhika, just like a person who's wearing a hat, he tries to look at the top of Mount Everest, and his hat falls off. So in the same way, when Uddhav was trying to see the greatness, the extent of Braja Gopi's prema, his buddhi, his intelligence, Vrishni nam pravaro matri krastasya daitasaka Shisho Brihaspate Sakshat Uddhavo Buddhi Sattama. Krishna is a very near and dear, he's actually like a minister, he's an advisor to Krishna. He's an intimate friend of Krishna. He's a direct disciple of Brihaspati, the guru of all the demigods. Buddhi Sattama, his intelligence is completely pure. But his intelligence fell to the ground when he saw the prema of Braja Gopis. Koi mastriya banachari vyavachara dust Krishna ko chaisa paramatmani ruda bhava nan vesharon bhajato vidishopi sakshad svayastanota gadaraja ihopayuktaha. Pointing towards Braja Gopis with his finger trembling. Koi mastriya banachari. Where are these young gopis of Braja? Vyabhachara dushta, who are apparently contaminated. They are defiled by irreligious behavior, leaving their dharma and leaving their husbands to meet with another hero in the middle of the night. Koi mastriya vanachari vyabhachara dushta. Where are they? Krishna Kotaisha Paramatmani Ruda Bhava. And where am I? There at the top of the Himalayas, Mount Everest of Prem, and I am at the bottom. I cannot even see. I cannot grasp the intensity of their praying for Sri Krishna. But it's a fact. Nan Veshwaronu Bhajato Vidasho Sakshat. Even someone who is avidush, foolish and unintelligent, if they drink a nectar or if they take an infallible medicine, even though they don't understand it, but still that medicine will cure them and it will produce a beneficial, auspicious result for that person. This is a confession. This is a confession of Uddhav. He thought, oh, I am going to Vrindavan to give a message to Braja Gopis. But now I realize, actually Krishna sent me here to have sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha, sarva sasti koi. Lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi koi. Of all sadhus, there are so many sadhus. Narad is a sadhu. Vyas is a sadhu. Bhishma Dev is a sadhu. But the topmost, the highest of all sadhus, they are gopis. Gopis of Vrindavan. So Gopi Sangha, Sarva Sastuka. Lava Matra Gopi Sangha Sarva. Asamaho charanarenu dushamahamsam vrindavane kimapi gomalataushadino. So just the jamswaja ayapatante twabejo mukunda padavinsuti. Buddha was crying. It would be a matter of great fortune for me if I could become a blade of grass in Braja. So when the Braj Gopis, in the madness of love, run through the forest to meet with Krishna, then I may get a touch of the foot dust on my head. He prayed like this. Why? Because when he saw Radhika was speaking with a bumblebee, then he saw, that must be Radha. And he bowed down. From far away he bowed down. And just as he was bowing down, he said, Madhupakitava bhando mas prashangrim sapatnya kuchavilalita mala kumkumam masubina vahatu marupatistan madhininam prasadam yadusarasabidambyam yastudutasvanitri. Hey, friend of a cheetah, don't touch my feet. She was talking to the bumblebee. But everything Radhika said to the bumblebee, Uddhav was taking it. It was striking him in the heart because there was a congruence between what she was saying to the bumblebee and him. Because she said, oh bumblebee, you are the friend of a cheetah and he is a friend of someone. Just as he was bowing, because to give pranam means to take the dust from a person. Right? When you give pranam to someone, the mood is that you're taking the dust from. So when Uddhav bowed down, Mas prashangrim sapatnya, don't touch my feet. So Uddhav was afraid, I cannot get the dust of Gopi's feet. And this is why he prayed, let me become a blade of grass in Braja. So Sriyastanote Gararaja Ivopayukta, even an ignorant person, if they will take a nectar, then it will cure them. So Uddhav was thinking that I don't know the meaning of love. I thought I was a great scholar, the direct disciple of the Guru of all the Devatas. But now I realize I don't know anything. Why? Because Dayakshaka Janiwala Sabse Bara Pandit hai. Who is the greatest Pandit? That person who doesn't know.
The one who knows love.
Dayakshaka Janiwala. Aapko Hindi bhasha aati hai?
Handi.
So, the greatest Pandit is not one who knows all Vyakarna, all grammar, all Alankar Shastra, and all Veda Vedanta Upanishad. The greatest Pandit is one who knows only 2.5 letters. Dayaksha. 2.5 when in Sanskrit. Prem. Prem is 2.5 letters in Sanskrit. One who knows Prem, they are really great. So Uddhav thought, I don't know what is Prem. Now I'm seeing Gopis, I know where. And so just as a person who is ignorant, avidush, but if you take a medicine, it will cure him without even understanding it. So now I understand that Sri Krishna sent me here to hear the Harikatha, the glories of Sri Krishna from the lips of Braja Gopis. And though I cannot understand anything, Sreyastanoti, but my Sreya, my auspiciousness, has expanded and expanded in a way I could not imagine. So, Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastikoi. All the scriptures say one must have Sadhu Sangha everywhere. It's there everywhere. Even this pastime of Uddhav coming to Vrindavan, the teaching is what? Sadhu Sangha. This is the difference between a Kanishta Adhikari and a Madhyama Adhikari. Natan Bhakteshu Chanyeshu Sa Bhakta Prakritasmrita. The Prakrita Bhakta, he has respect for Guru, but he doesn't know how to associate with devotees. He doesn't understand the level of the advanced Vaishnavas and how their association is so necessary. How necessary? Janana Maranadi Samsara Anala Santapta Dipta Shesha Jalarashimiva. Just like a person whose hair is on fire runs to the river. There's a river nearby, right?
Yes.
So you are on the bank of the river there, your hair is on fire, what will you do? Will you sit there thinking, maybe I'll go to Braj Madhu Parikrama next year? No, at once you will run. At once you run to the water. So in the same way, those who understand the power of Vaishnava Sangha, they run very eagerly and with great desperation to seek out that sacred and powerful association that has achintya shakti. Mahat sangha mahatmyam evaitat paramadbhutam kritatayena vipraso satyo bhutat surupavat. Just like the Janasharma, the Brahmin, he met with Sarup Gopkumar, and he was hearing Harikatha from him, but he could not understand very much. But he was serving him. And then Gopkumar, he just blessed him. Mangalam Bhavatu. And then Janasharma experienced himself going through all the coverings of the universe. And then he saw he was situated in his spiritual body in Goloka Vrindavan. In a second. This is the Evaitat Paramadbhutam, the power of Mahat Sangha. The association of Maha Bhagavat Shuddha Vaishnavas is Paramadbhut. It has inconceivable Shakti. Even the scriptures cannot glorify it. It cannot come to the end of describing or find words. Duruat Bhuta Viryasmin Srada Durestu Panchake Yatra Swopopi Sambandha Sadhyam Bhava Janmane. Even a person's faith is not firm. But if a person is simple, they are not critical of others and they are not hypocritical. They are not duplicitous and they don't find fault with others. Then even a person whose faith is not mature, then in a moment, only by associating with the sadhu, bhav will come. Bhav. Sadhyam bhava janmane. Ecstatic, deep, loving emotion for Sri Krishna. There will be a spurti in the heart of this. This is the power of sadhu sangha. Uddhav has realized it. And after some time, he gave the messages of Krishna to Braj Gopis, and then he came to Mathura. And then, because of the attack of Jarasandha, Sri Krishna, in the middle of the night, by the influence of Yoga Maya, all the residents of Mathura, they went to sleep. And in the morning they woke up and they were in a beautiful palaces on an island in the middle of the ocean, in Dwarka. Understand? Yoga Maya did it. Yoga Maya is the Agatana Patiyasi Shakti, the power to make the impossible possible. The impossible becomes possible. That is Yoga Maya. So Gurudev, he gives mantra. Swaha. Swaha means Yoga Maya. The power to make the impossible possible. So when the disciple is remembering Gopa mantra, Diksha mantras, then Swaha, you are here, sitting in, what is this, Detroit? Excellency. And the power to make the impossible possible happens. Then you see, Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadaha, Srimad Ratnagara Sinhasanastro, Sri Radha, Srila Govinda Deva, Prashdali Vise, that you are on the bank of the Jamuna, in the Vrindavan Yoga Peeth. And Radha Govinda are there being served by Lalita Vishakrat at the Braj Gopis. This is power of Yoga. So now Krishna and Uddhav and all the Yadavas, they are in Dwarka. Balaram knows that Nanda and Yashoda, Subal, Sridham, Arjun, Labanga, Stoka, Krishna, Devaprastha, Kokil, Bringa, all the Sakhas, the friends of Krishna, they're all mad in separation from Krishna. He knows that Braj Gopis are suffering again and again. Balaram tells to Krishna, why don't you go and visit Braj? Krishna said, yeah, I'll go. But he never goes. He never goes. Why?
Because the separation brings them closer to Him.
Because after killing Kamsa Maharaj, then all the allies of Kamsa, like Jarasandha, because Kamsa Maharaj's two wives, Asti and Prapti, are the daughters of Jarasandha. So now Jarasandha's two beloved daughters have become widows in their young age. So now Krishna becomes the world's most wanted man. Jarasandha, Kalyavan, Shishupal, Dantavakra, Vidurata, all these demon kings who have allegiances with each other. They want to kill him. So he has to live in a fort in the ocean, which is fortified. Braj is a village. It's a dairy farm. If Krishna will go there, and people will know, oh, Krishna, he has some love for these villages, they will attack and try to kill everyone, only to hurt him. So Krishna doesn't, but one may say, well, why don't you just go quickly and come back without anyone knowing? But he can't do that either. Because, if you're frying puris in ghee, then, and the ghee is very, very hot, what will happen if you sprinkle a drop of water in the hot ghee? So if Krishna will only return for a moment, the separation of Braj Gopis is like that boiling ghee. And a little water, that means a little chance to meet with them, it will increase more. Krishna, he is Rasik, he understands what will happen. So he cannot go. But Balaram goes. So Balaram said, I'm not waiting anymore, I'll go myself. And Balaram went to Brajmanda. There in Brajmanda, he gave consolation to Nanda and Yashoda. And in the evening time, he came to meet with Braj Gopis. He began to sing the glories of Krishna. And Braj Gopis, seeing Balaram, they felt some joy. Because they love him so much. In a secret way. And I'm speaking just now of Krishna's Gopis. In a secret way. You see, the elder brother of your beloved is of a wife. The elder brother of your husband is to be honored. That's Vedic culture. But Radha and Krishna are not married. Radhika was married and had to go and live in the village of Yavat with Abhimanyu, Kutila, Jutila, Durmad. There. But Radhika, in her heart, she has no relationship with Abhimanyu whatsoever, never. Her relation is only with Sri Krishna. So when she sees Balaram, she feels he's honorable for me because he's the elder brother of my beloved. But if she will show that kind of honor in a public place, everyone will be suspicious. So when she sees Balaram, then Radhika, she gives pranam in a hidden way. She bows down from a hidden place. So Braj Gopis, they're overjoyed to see that person who is so dear to Krishna, Dauji. And hearing from him, they felt some relief. But then the next moments, their separation increased. And they began to weep loudly. And when Balaram saw all the Braj Gopis crying, he became stunned. And Balaram himself became so absorbed in thoughts of Krishna that his fair complexion went away and Balaram became Shamka. This is why if you go to Madhuvan, where this pastime took place, there's a deity of Baladev there, but he's black. It's a black deity. He became so absorbed in Krishna that he became Shamkala himself. And then he was crying, oh Krishna, please come at once. And Baladev, by his strong desire, Sri Krishna appeared there. And then he in thousands of forms, he met with Radhika and all the Braj Gopis and entered into a kunj with them and played very beautiful, loving pastimes. In the morning, when Braj Gopis wake up, their hair is disheveled, their eyeliner is washed away, their kumkum is washed away. They have some kajal, some eyeliner, Krishna's eyeliner on their lips. They wake up. Their necklaces are broken, their garlands are scattered here and there. But no Krishna. What happened? This is a meeting in separation. It is very intense. It is called Vipralamba Krita Pradubhav, a powerful type of meeting that takes place in separation, which is indistinguishable from actually Krishna being there in Vrindavan. It's completely indistinguishable from that. And there is a Paramananda in that. So in this way, just as by the mercy of Sri Guru, one attains the mercy of Sri Krishna. So Balaram is Guru Tattva. And he begged Krishna, please come, and at once he came there. So then Balaram, he met with some gopis who, when Krishna and Balaram lived in Braja, there were some gopis that were too young to go to the Rasa Leela. And also, during the holy festival, when Krishna and Balaram and the Braj gopis, the whole village was doing holy. At that time, there were some young gopis and they were looking towards Balaram. They had some attraction to him. But Balaram does know, in Braj Leela, Balaram has no Rasa Leela. There's no Rasa Leela in the Braj Leela. But he left. But this time, now he came back to Braja, those gopis who had some attraction for him, and those gopis who were too young at the time when Krishna and Balaram were in Braja, then they met with Balaram. And Balaram danced with them and performed his Rasa Leela on the bank of Jamuna, in that place which is now Ramaghat, in the north, and the Jamuna flow comes in a very crooked way there. Why? Because Balaram was, when the Rasa Leela was going on, Balaram, he's famous because Krishna is the son of Nanda and Yashoda, but Balaram is the son of Vasudeva and Rohini. So the Yadu dynasty, they're from Madhupuri. Mathura means Madhupuri. So Madhu means wine, means alcohol. So the Yadus are famous for drinking. For getting drunk. Yeah. How did the Yadu dynasty leave this world?
Drunken.
There you go. They all got drunk and fought with each other, right? That pastime. So the Yadus for many generations, they're famous. That's their pastime. So in the very ancient iconography, if you see very ancient deities of Balaram, he's always with a cup. Right? All the old deities from 5,000 years ago, he's always with a cup. So Balaram, he wanted to drink. So goddess Varuni came out from the trees and gave Varuni the honey wine from the trees. And Balaram was drinking, and the gopis were drinking. And he was quite intoxicated. And Balaram saw the perspiration on the foreheads of his gopis. And because he's in the mood of the Dear Lalit Nayak, there are 96 different types of heroes. One of them is called the Dear Lalit Nayak. His quality is Vidagda Navatarunya Parihasa Visharada. Nischinto Dear Lalita Satpraya Prayasi Vashaha. He's expert in all arts. He's carefree. He's very, always young and beautiful. And especially, Satpraya Prayasi Vashaha. He's under the control of his beloveds. His heroines control him. So when he saw perspiration on the foreheads of the gopis who had been dancing with him, he could not tolerate it, and at once he wanted to refresh them. And he thought, the Jamuna is a little far away, and their tender lotus feet have become fatigued from dancing. Why should they walk all the way to the Jamuna? Hey, Kolindi, come on! Hey! He's been drinking, so. And he called Kalindi, come on, you should come here. They should not have to walk. My gopis should not walk. Kalindi should come here. But the goddess Kalindi, she was thinking, oh, he's drunk. You should never go near a person who takes intoxication. In Vedic culture, you may not know, but in Vedic culture, taking intoxication is more sinful than eating meat. Even. It's more degrading. And if you take intoxication, then afterwards you'll eat meat and you'll do everything. Everything. Because the consciousness has become so degraded. So she thought, he's apavitra, he's not pure, I will not go near him. So then Balaram became angry. And part of his swarup, that is his how, his plow weapon, it's part of his swarup at once, manifest. It's always with him, but invisible. His plow weapon manifest, and he took the plow. He said, oh, I'll cut you into thousands of streams everywhere. And he put his plow in the Jamuna, and he began to drag the Jamuna to where the gopis were. So if you go to the north of Brajmandal in Ramghat, the Jamuna goes this way, and then there's a hook there where Balaram got the Jamuna, pulled it to one side. So then the goddess Kalindi came out from the water with folded hands and fell at the feet of Balaram and begged for forgiveness. And then goddess Kanti, who's one form of Lakshmi Devi, she also appeared there. And she decorated Balaram with lotus flowers and a beautiful jeweled necklace. So these details have been given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and they're most significant. Why? Because Krishna's Leela, Krishna's Rasa Leela, is the topmost Rasa Leela. And it is Kevala Madhuryamai. It is exclusive sweetness. Sweetness means Naravat Leela, human-like pastimes. Krishna is like an ordinary human boy. He does not even think that he's God. He does not know that he's God. That's why when he realizes that he cannot reciprocate with the love of Radhika, and he confesses, Na parayam niravadyu samyujam swasadu krityam vibudayu shapiva yam mapajan turjaya geya sinkala samrishtadva pratiyatu sadhana. O Radhika, O Braja Gopis, I can never repay you for your love. What to speak of all your loving services, even one service that you have rendered to me, I cannot repay if I become your slave, even for a very long time, for the life of Lord Brahma. Yasyaika nishvasita kala atavalamba. When Mahavishnu, every time he breathes, millions of Brahmas are born and die. It's nothing. That Mahavishnu is expansion of Krishna. So what is the life of Brahma to Krishna? Nothing. But he said, oh, even if I lived a very long time, like Brahma. Why? Because he's thinking, I'm a cowherd boy. I'm an 8-year-old cowherd boy. Krishna is completely in his Naravat Leela. That is Madhurya. Human-like pastimes. So, this Rasa Leela of Sri Krishna is human-like. It is Parakiya. That means Krishna said, Yamabajan Durjaya, I cannot repay you because you left everything. You left your husbands, you left Dharma, you transgressed religious codes, the Arya path, the path of Aryan, noble, progressive society. If a lady deviates from Dharma, then she has no happiness in this life or the next. You threw everything away. For what? You have no selfish consideration at all. You only desire my happiness. How can I repay it? So this is completely human-like, completely sweet. If there will be any knowledge that Krishna is God or gopis are his Shakti, then the rasa of their loving relationship cannot manifest at all. But in Balaram's Rasa Leela, we see that Kanti Devi, one form of Lakshmi Devi, has come and offered him the jeweled necklace. We see that Balaram, his plough appeared, his plough weapon, Balaram's plough weapon, and his mausam, his club. These are parts of his Sankarshan Swarup in Dwarka. They are not part of his Braj Swarup actually. Just like in Dwarka, Krishna can have a chakra and gada. But does Krishna ever use a chakra in Vrindavan? Never. So from this it's to be understood that the Rasa Leela of Balaram is the manifestation of Aishwarya. It's an Aishwarya Leela. It is not a Madhurya Leela, like Krishna's Rasa Leela. So though it's a Rasa Leela, it cannot be compared, it is not on the same level of the Mahabhav, like Sri Krishna's Leela. So Balaram is Akhanda Guru Tattva. Understand? Akhanda. Akhanda means indivisible. There are two things, Samasti Guru and Vyasti Guru. Samasti Guru means Balaram himself is God in the form of his own servant. Bahasiva Pusi Vishadi Vasanam Jaladabam Alahati Biti Milita Yamunabam Keshavadrita Haladara Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hari 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 Jaya Jagadish Hari. Jayadeva Goswami, he said, oh, Jamuna became afraid when Balaram took his plough. And she came and surrendered to him. But Keshavadrita Halada Rupa, Keshav, Krishna himself, has taken the form of Halada, Balaram. So when Sri Krishna expands himself and his complexion, his mood is the same, it's called Prabhav Prakash. But when Krishna expands himself, but his complexion is somewhat different and his mood is different, then it's called Vaibhav Prakash. So Balaram is Krishna's Vaibhav Prakash. He's Krishna, but with some vishesh, some vaishishta, some speciality of complexion and mood. And that is that Sri Krishna, he is the Savior, Vigraha. He is to be served by everyone. And Balaram has the Sevaka Abhiman, the mood that I should serve Krishna. And therefore God himself, in the mood of his own servant, that is Balaram, and therefore Balaram is Akhanda Guru Tattva, the original, indivisible manifestation of Guru. From Balaram comes the whole Dham. He is the Adistatri Devata of Sandhini Shakti, the existence potency, the eternality potency. So when Balaram's power appears in this world, that is called Guru Tattva. Understand? But Balaram's power may appear in this world in different forms. Appears in front of our eyes in different forms. At different times. So the individual forms of the Samasti Guru, the wholesale Guru, the original reservoir of all Guru Tattva, the individual form is called Vyasti Guru. So Guru Tattva is one, but there are many Vyasti Gurus coming in different forms. So it may be that in your life you'll experience that. So today we can discuss a few words, because we've gone over time, excuse me, about the Syamananda Pandit. Because the Guru Tattva is illustrated so beautifully in his life. You know that once, when Krishna was in Kamyavan, playing with his friends, a demon came named Vyomasur. And Vyomasur, he was stealing the cowherd boys and putting them in a cave. And then he blocked the door with a stone so that they would suffocate. Have you been to that cave?
No.
No? Then you must come. Come to Brajmata Parikrama and climb the mountain. Go in the cave there.
Slide also.
Huh?
No, the slide.
It's over on the other side of the hill. Pishupari. Yeah. So, at that time, Krishna was noticed that this Vyomasura had taken the form of a coward boy. And he recognized, this is not a coward boy. It's a demon. And he began to fight with him. And the fighting was so ferocious, so tremendous that the whole world was shaking. Krishna's mukut fell onto the ground. So near the cave, there's one small temple on the side of the hill, and there's an impression of Krishna's mukut there. And on the other side of the valley from there, Balaram was nearby. There's a small temple of Balaram with a footprint of Balaram. Why? Because when the earth was shaking, Balaram pushed his foot into the ground and made the earth steady. He steadied the earth. And then see Krishna, he strangled Vyomasura. He suffocated him. Why? Krishna reciprocates with everyone. You want to suffocate my friends? Let's see how you like it. So, and he finished off Vyomasura, and then he went and saved all of his sakas from the cave. But here the point is this. Balaram steadied the earth with his lotus feet because he's the master of Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti means existence. What kind of existence? Eternal existence. The existence that isn't trembling. The existence that isn't changing. Rajagun makes the appearance and the movements in the temporary world, and Tamagun leads to the destruction. Everything comes and goes. So, this is why Balaram is the Akhanda Guru Tattva, because we have the Vikshipta Chitta. Our Chitta, the basic strata of our psychological body, the Chitta, is disturbed by the gunas, by Rajagun. Kama, Esha, Krodha, Esha, Rajaguna, Samudbhava. From Rajagun, all desires are coming. And so there are many chitta vrittis. Understand chitta vritti? The movements of chitta are going on all the time. And they comprise all of our thoughts, all of our conceptions, all of our feelings, all of our perceptions are made by these chitta vrittis in our consciousness. And because of this unsteadiness, we are experiencing the temporary material world. Trivi gunamaye bhava ebi sarvam idam jagat mohitam nabijanati mamedya paramapayam. Krishna said, people wonder if there's God. Krishna said, yes. But they don't know me. Why? The whole world is below the gunas and I am above the gunas. Because everyone's consciousness is down in the modes with the frogs and the toads. And Krishna is above the modes. So, mohitam na bijanati, the people of the world, they don't know me. Just like if it's a cloudy day, the sun is shining, but we say the sun's not shining today. The sun is shining. We are the ones who are under the clouds. So, how can our heart, which is being moved by the three gunas, by mature energy, become steady? Only when some power of Sandhini Shakti comes to us. The power of the energy that never changes. It is Sat. It is eternality. So Balaram is the Adhistatri Devata of Sandhini Shakti. Eternality of Sat. He is Guru Tattva. So when that Balaram comes before us in the form of a Shuddha Vaishnava, of a transcendental Acharya, who is situated beyond this world, who is Gaura Priya Jan, very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a Radha Priya Sakhi, who is a very near and dear friend, Sakhi, maidservant of Srimati Radhika. When such a Guru comes before us, then at that time we cannot understand how Guru is. Nikunja yuno rati kali siddhyai, ya yali bi yukti rapakshadiyai, tatrati dakshad atti vallabhasya, Vande Guru Sri Charanaravind. At first we cannot understand. Oh Gurudev, you are so dear to Radha and Krishna. Because in the company of the Sakhis you assist them in making expert arrangements for their confidential meetings in the Nikunjas of Vrindavan. You cannot understand in the beginning. So first, Gurudev is the Balaram Prakash or Nityananda Prakash. He's the manifestation of Baldev, manifestation of Nityananda Bhu. And by serving Gurudev, Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakarti Sadma Bando Mui Sabtan Mahate. By bowing down very, very carefully, because in our conditioned state the tendency is there to make offense. Acharya Mam Vijaniyan Navamanyeta Kajit Namartya Buddha Suyeta Sarvadeva Mayo Guru. Krishna said, you should know, the Acharya is myself. I am the Acharya. Navamanyeta Kajit. Don't disrespect the Acharya in any way. No, I didn't disrespect. Namatya Buddhya Suyeta. If the idea enters into the mind that Sri Guru is a mortal human being who is born and dies like ordinary persons in this world, that the body of Sri Guru is made of 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and ether, like the body of an ordinary person. Only this thought in the mind is already avaman. It's already offense. So bando mui sabdhan. Bow down carefully. If such a thought will come in the mind, then one will be disconnected. One will not get connection with Parampara. But if one has honor for Sri Guru, Sadguru, then is engaged in service in such a way that one is always holding the lotus feet of Guru in the heart, then just as Balaram steadied the earth, then the lotus feet of Guru, when they touch our heart, then all the movements of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas all subside and we come to the state of Nishta. Right? What is Anartha? What is Anartha? Anartha means Chaitan Dharma Avaranamai Vritti. The movements of the Chitta, which are Avaranamai, they are covering our awareness of being an eternal spiritual being and part of the Supreme Lord. So Chaitanya Dharma Avaranamai Vritti. This is the definition of Anartha. The internal obstacles. So when the lotus feet of Sri Guru appear in the heart, that time Sandhini Shakti comes and makes the heart steady. All these vrittis, the anarthas of various material vrittis, they disappear. And now we come in the stage of Nishta, that is Ekagrata. Now you can experience something. In Nishta, you can begin to experience the Sampragyata Samadhi, the first stage of trance. Not full trance, but the beginning, Ekagrata. So, otherwise we are restless. The first duty of a Gaudiya Vaishnava is to complete 64 rounds every day. This is the first duty of every Gaudiya, follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gora Ami, Mukhe Bolile Nahi Chale, Gora Acha, Gora Vicha, Laile Pole Fale. Jagadananda Pandit said, many persons say, I am Gaudiya. By their mouth they tell, but they don't follow. Gora Achar, Gora Vicha, Laile Fale Fale. When a person follows the life of Mahaprabhu, his behavior, and the conception, the current of Mahaprabhu's conception, when we take a bath and become immersed in that, then Laili Fale Fale, then the fruit of being a Gaudiya comes. When Srila Prabhupada first came to the West, he gave initiation. Said that you chant 64 rounds every day. They said, after some days, we cannot do it. Okay, 32. No, we cannot. 16, but not less. Not less than 16. So don't think, yes, I finished my 16 rounds. This is on first day. On the first day you have to chant 16 rounds. If after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you're still chanting 16 rounds, then where is the progress? So, but we cannot do it. Why? Because the mind is in this turbulent state, always going in karma dhyan, into worldly activities, in a state of distraction. So it's important. Just sit in one place like a statue and chant continuously without moving. Every day you have to do with discipline. I ask, come tomorrow morning. Come at Mangalartik tomorrow morning if you can. And after Mangala, just sit with me for 1 hour at least, without moving. And just chant. When Nishta comes, Nishta Eka anga sare ke ho sari bahu anga Nishta hola upajay prema rataranga. Mahaprabhu told Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad that some people they become perfect by practicing one anga of bhakti, some by practicing many angas. But as soon as you have Nishta in one practice, and especially in this age, Taramadhi Sarvashasta Nam Sankirtan Niraparad Nam Lalipai Premanan. Nam Sankirtan is the best of all practices. If you have Nishta in chanting the holy name, then Nishta Hoil Upajoy Prema Rataranga. The waves of love start to rise in the heart. Waves of love. Transcendental love. So, why are we sitting to chant? Peacefully, no distraction. Because some project is going on. Someone may say, oh, these devotees are lazy, sitting there doing nothing. No, we're very constructive. Very busy. An important project is going on. We want to enter into Samadhi. Samadhi, that our consciousness will be in the same plane as Sri Krishna's pastimes. Samadhi. So this is a chain gradually in steps. Remembrance has stages. Smaran, then dharan. First smaran, remembering. Dharan, concentration. If your mind can stay fixed without wandering here and there for only 12 seconds, according to the Kurma Purana, then you'll rise up to another level of awareness called dharana, concentration. And then if that continues another 12 times, then you rise up to another level, and that is called actual dhyan, meditation. That's meditation. Dhyan is not just putting your phone down and trying to relax. Dhyan is a high state of steadiness of mind. Dhyan, and then there's dhruva anusmriti, continuous flow of memory, and then samadhi. So different levels of realization are attained in these stages. In smaran, you can only, in the state of smaran, you can only experience that you're not chanting. If you think I'm chanting Hare Krishna, this is all false ego. Ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. No, Nam Prabhu is Krishna. He's not Jivadin under the control of your tongue. Your tongue has to become Nam Adin under the control of the name. Nam Prabhu is an avatar. He has to descend from Golokera Premadan Harinam Sankirtan. He has to descend from the spiritual world and take over your tongue. This is actually the holy name. So when the steadiness comes in the stage of Nishta, then you can do Nam Smaran. And you experience that I am not chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Nam Prabhu is coming. And that is in the stage of Smaran. Then Dharan. In Dharan, there is Nam Smaran, Roop Dharan. If you can fix your mind for 12 seconds without flitting here and there like a grasshopper, then Krishna's form will appear. That is called Roop Dharan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And when you chant, then this purity of Krishna's form will come. It's also in the stage of Nishta, but a little further into Nishta. And some qualities of Krishna also, opulent qualities. So, Nam Smaran, Roop Dharan, and then the Gun Dhyan. Then one can go into Dhyan, meditation. And in the actual state of Dhyan, then the qualities of Krishna, His softness, His kindness, His gratefulness, His humility, his affection for his devotees. One begins to realize this in the heart. And then Rup Dhyan, and then Lila Dhruvanusmriti. When Dhruvanusmriti comes, that means when the remembrance of Krishna is like a thick flow of honey. If you have honey in a jar, water, you throw it, it splashes here and there and drops. But if you have honey in a jar and you go like this, it's not going to splash. It comes out in a thick stream. So when your whole consciousness is flowing in a thick stream of remembrance of Sri Krishna, then Sri Krishna's Leela begins to manifest. So it is called the Leela Dhruvanusmriti. And then Samadhi comes. That is Leela Pravesh Samadhi. At first you are seeing the Leela of Krishna, but now you yourself in your spiritual form enter into the Leela. And now you're in that Leela yourself. So the Leela Pravesh happens in Samadhi. So we have to go through these stages. And this is our project. It's very important. Every day you must sit with great discipline and completely surrender to the holy name. Every day has to be money in the bank. Something, some deposits in our spiritual progress. Otherwise, if after 10 years or 20 years, we're still in the same place we were 10 years ago, then what will happen? So, this is Baladev Prabhu. He is Akhanda Guru Tattva. He is the master of Sandhini Shakti. He appears in this world in the form of Gurudev. And when we hear from Gurudev and we serve our Gurudev, then Gurudev infuses us with Sandhini Shakti and makes our heart steady. Then we can chant Harinam, we can do bhajan and realize Krishna. So Syamananda Pandit, actually, when he was a boy, he was quite miserable. And so everyone used to call him Dukhi. His name was Dukhi. But after some time he met a great Vaishnava whose name was Hriday Chaitanya. Hriday Chaitanya was a disciple of Gauridas Pandit. So Hriday Chaitanya, he gave Diksha to Dukhi. And so now his name changed from Dukhi to Krishna Das. When we become Krishna Das, then we're not Dukhi anymore. If we have initiation but we're still Dukhi, we're still upset about anything, then actually we have not really received initiation. We have not become Krishna Das, the servant of Krishna. So now he became Krishna Das and he was serving under his Gurudev. After some time, his Gurudev told him, I want you to go to Vrindavan and there you should have further studies under the guidance of your Shiksha Guru. Guru Krishna Rupahaya Shastra Pramane, Guru Rupa Krishna Kripa Karan Bhakta Gane. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, in the beginning of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he explains Guru Tattva. He said that the Diksha Guru is one form of Krishna, the form of Krishna who makes our relationship with him, and through whom Krishna's mercy comes to us. But then he says, Shikshu Guru Keita Jane Krishna Swarup, Antaryami Bhakta Shrashta Edvirup. The Shiksha Guru is Krishna Swarup. And he is there in the heart, but he manifests before us as the Mahanta. Because in our conditioned state, we cannot perceive Guru in the heart, in the conditioned state. Jive sakshat nahi tati Guru chaitya rupe, Shiksha Guru hoy Krishna, Mahanta Swarupe. Because the conditioned soul cannot experience the Chaitya Guru in the heart, therefore he comes outside before us in a form that we can perceive to give shiksha, to give guidance. So here, Diksha Guru is called Krishna Rup and Shiksha Guru is called Krishna Swarup. What does it mean? It means the Diksha Guru acquaints us with Sri Krishna, our relationship. That is Krishna Rup. And then the Shiksha Guru familiarizes us, acquaints us with Krishna Swarup. That means Krishna's personality. His Manobhishta, his innermost heart's desire. Unless you understand the innermost heart's desire of a person, you cannot deeply please them. Because we don't know in which way we have to serve. So the example is given. It's like 2 feet in the sky. Your feet. Diksha Guru takes them and plants them in the dust of Vrindavan. And then the Shiksha Guru teaches you how to walk there, in the transcendental realm. So, Hridaya Chaitanya, he sent the Krishna Das to Vrindavan to take Shiksha from Jiva Goswami. There's a very deep reason behind this. Do you know why? Because Hridaya Chaitanya Goswami's guru is Gauridas Pandit. Devadi Deva Gaurachandra Gauridas Mandire Amar Nityananda Shangai Gaurav Ambika Tebiyari. In Ambika Kalna, Gauridas Pandit is serving Gaur Nitai there. He's in Sakya Rasa. He's actually the incarnation of Subal, Krishna's dearest Priyanama Sakya Subal. And so Gauridas Pandit, being his disciple, he's also in Sakya Rasa. He's also a cowherd boy in Krishna's Leela. But Hridaya Chaitanya could understand that this Krishna Das, he's not in a cowherd boy. I have to send him to a Shiksha Guru because he's not in the same mood as me. So he sent to Jiva Goswami because Jiva Goswami Party is the incarnation of Vilas Manjari. And so Krishna Das went there and he was serving Vilas Manjari, serving Jiva Goswami. And he was studying all the Sandarbhas and Gopal Champu and Laghu Vaishnav Toshani and all the works of the Goswamis and the writings of Srila Jiva Goswami under his guidance. And Jiva Goswami told him there was one kunj on the bank of Jamuna. He said, I want you to take a broom and you should sweep in this kunj every day. So though Jiva Goswami is a very learned Pandit, and and Krishna Das also a very learned person, but they're also doing the menial service. Paricharya Seva. To become a menial servant. It's very important. So, Srila Krishna Das, one day he was sweeping there, and when he was sweeping, he found a golden nupur, a golden ankle bell. And he said, oh, this is so beautiful. And Savalabda Panena Cha, whatever a disciple has, they have to offer everything to Gurudev. If we keep anything for ourselves, then cannot progress. Any worldly things, money, any worldly wealth, position, anything, if we keep for ourselves, it's like poison. If a conditioned soul will accept anything from persons who are not devotees or persons who are conditioned, then their mind will become disturbed by that and then they cannot do smaran. Nahi Krishna smaran. So he found this gold ankle bell and he went to Jiva Goswami and said, Gurudev, I found this when I was sweeping. And Srila Jiva Goswami said that you should keep it with you and you should only give it to the owner. Don't give it to anyone but the owner. So then another day he was there and he was sweeping. And because he was doing service, when you sweep, the dust, you have to sprinkle some water so the dust doesn't rise. So with his tears, he was keeping the dust out. And he was sweeping, and 2 very beautiful young girls came there. One of them was very bold. Hey, Baba, have you seen some golden nupur ankle bell here? He said, yes, I have found an ankle bell. He said, then please give it to me. He said, is it yours? He said, no, it's of my Sakis. He said, no, I cannot give it to you, I'm sorry. Because he remembered his Guru's instruction. I'll only give it to the owner. That Saki said, "No, what kind of Baba are you? That you want to look at a woman? My Saki never looks at the face of any man. But if you insist that you only give it to the owner, it's possible, but you have to wear a blindfold." He didn't know who that bold person was. Prakara, who speaks with sharp words. Pragalba, audacious young girl, was our Lalita Saki. But he didn't know. So then those two girls, Lalita and Vishaka, went away and they returned with their Saki. But first they came and put a blindfold on him, and then they bought their Saki before him. So they said, "Oh, you should return." "Oh, but where is the person?" "Oh, she's right in front of you." And then now he was beginning to realize something mystical is happening. And he gave pranam there, and he touched the lotus feet of Radhika and gave nupur. And Radhika took the nupur and touched it to his forehead, and it made a mark. So then the blindfold, Radhika, by the touch of Radhika, the blindfold fell away. And he had the darshan of Shrimati Radhika and Lalita and Vishaka. Now his life was successful. So Srila Jiva Goswami changed his name from Krishna Das to Syamananda. Here it is not Sham Ananda, Shama Ananda. Shama. It is the name of Radhika. She is Shama. Because she's always absorbed in Sham, always fulfilling the desires of Sham. And there's other very confidential reasons. In the Kam Shastra, it said, Shitikali bhavet ushna, ushnikali sushitala, stano sukataro yasya, sashama parikirtita. All the categories of different types of beautiful women are described in the Kam Shastra. So it said that woman who in the summertime her body is cool to the touch, and in the wintertime her body is warm to the touch, whose breast is very firm, she is called Shama. Shama. So it's the heroine of the highest beauty. So Radhika is that. But not a material, worldly Shama. But this is only the Vikrita Tucha Pratifalam, some type of distorted and insignificant reflection of the original Shama. So now his name is Syamananda. So his life is analogous also to our life. Because first we are dukhi, we are suffering, we have many problems and many difficulties in this world. Then when we come to the shelter of Gurudev, then in the shelter of Gurudev we receive Diksha and become Krishna Das. And really, Diksha is not the day of the ceremony, Diksha is a process. So Diksha is Diksha Kali Atma, Diksha Kali Krishna Kari, Atma Samarpan, Say Kali Krishna Kari Tori Atma Sam, Say Deya Kari Tori Chidanandamoy, Aprakrita Deya Tara Charana Bajai. Diksha Kali Bhakta Kori Atma Samarpan. At the time of initiation, the devotee does Atma Samarpan. And Krishna accepts that devotee now as his own family member. Krishna accepts that soul. Now you are in my family. And when his Sarva Papa Sasankshaya, his impressions are destroyed, the material impressions, material sanskars, and Dibya Gyan, that is the knowledge of Krishna Swarup and my Vishesh Sambandha, my special relationship with Krishna manifests in the heart. Then his body becomes transcendental, this body becomes transcendental, he receives his spiritual body, and now Tara Charana Bhajai, he begins to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. So Diksha begins when we begin the process of surrender. And when our surrender is mature, then our spiritual form will manifest and we now have a relationship with Krishna. Now Diksha is complete. So, the person from first being Dukhi becomes Krishna Das, and then in the end becomes the Syamananda. That means who gives joy to Syama, Radhika. So especially the Manjaris, the maidservants of Radhika, they are always giving joy to her. So Syamananda, Pandit, he is the incarnation of a Kanak Manjari. Kanak Manjari. So now we've gone over time somewhat. So I'll just put my katha to rest here for now. And if you have any questions, you can answer a few questions like Ishta Goshti.